In today's NBA Game Time breakdown, we've got some huge news for Phoenix Suns fans. Kevin Durant has officially stayed in Phoenix past the trade deadline, and this decision is set to have a major impact on the Suns' big three. With Durant, Booker, and Beal on the same team, the stakes are higher than ever. But what does this mean for the Suns' future? Will this trio be able to live up to the hype and dominate the Western Conference? Let's dive into the breakdown and analyze how Durant's stay will shape Phoenix's championship hopes this season.
Where everybody goes
16.
nuts. They go a little bit too nuts. You boys.
Less nuts this year.
Yeah. Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. In today's episode, the Lakers land a big. The NFL Players Union reacts to an 18-game season, and Alex Smith joins us for 5 good minutes. But we begin today with the second shoe finally dropping in the Jimmy Butler trade. He's off to Golden State with a contract extension he supposedly did not want from them. Golden State gave up 3 players, most notably a former number 1 overall pick, Andrew Wiggins. Wilbon, how do you see this playing out for Butler and the Warriors?
Well, Tony, this is confusing because I think the Warriors made themselves better, but I don't know that they're going to pay. Who are they going to pass? Like, part of this is, people say, well, you can't put them on the team. Well, who are you going to take off? So are the Clippers going to sink? Maybe. I don't think the Clippers made themselves better. The Suns certainly didn't make themselves better. And so they're in that glut of teams from 5 through 12. But I think Jimmy Butler out there, and he's got to go into playoff Jimmy mode almost right away, Tony. There's only like 30 and change games left in the season, and we're going to get to the playoffs. Yeah. So him out there with Draymond Green and Steph Curry, and Kuminga stays. This is a big deal. I think they're really talented. I think they can get on a run. Do I see them like catching Oklahoma City and Memphis and Houston? No. Yeah. I'm not sure about Denver. The Lakers have made, we're going to get to them and make themselves better now. But I think if you get in a series with Butler and Draymond and Stephen Curry, in a series you don't necessarily want to get into it with them if those guys are healthy.
We're on the same track here, though I am a little bit more negative than you. A couple of days ago, we sat here, we were talking about Kevin Durant going to the Warriors, and I said, even with Kevin Durant, I can't see them winning a title, and Kevin Durant's better than Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is a really good player, but how good are the Warriors? We want them to be good because we like Steve Kerr, we like Steph Curry, we like Draymond Green, but they're not good. They're tied for 11th now. So if Jimmy Butler takes Klay Thompson's place, in effect, I still don't think that they can win. I don't. And what you get with Jimmy Butler, because I think that team is the Titanic now. What you get with Jimmy Butler is a guy who time and again has proven he will disrupt the team if he's not happy. He will sink the team. How would you like? Happy. What if he starts sidling up to the combustible Draymond Green? You know exactly what's going to happen because I don't. He's 35. He's going to be there until he's 37. You're going to be surprised if he doesn't like it. I'm not going to be surprised, and I think he's a very good player.
Tony, this is for now and next year, and he's going to be happy. He just got $110 million. I hear what you're saying, and that has come later in each tenure. Later. It doesn't start that way. That's when he's playoff Jimmy. So I'm looking for the best of Jimmy Butler, and I'm looking for if those guys can be healthy. If they got to get in the mix, they got to get, become a 6. They can't get to 6, 7, 8, 9, but you can't be 11. There's no payoff for 11 or 12. Not happening. The Lakers added another piece to their puzzle last night. LA landed center Mark Williams from the Hornets for Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, and an unprotected first-round pick. And Williams is a 7-footer. Averaged 16 and 10 for Charlotte this season. Now, Luka wanted a player like him, long and bouncy, can catch lob passes. Tone, does this trade make you believe in the Lakers now, right now, this season?
Oh, yes. Emphatically, yes. They just replaced Anthony Davis. As you say, is a two-way player. Is a 16 and 10 guy. He's even got the same fallibility as Anthony Davis because he can't stay healthy either.
No.
He has played, let me get the numbers, 84 out of a total of 212 games. That's 40%. That's like getting an advanced degree in Joel Embiidism. But if I was Mark Williams, Mike, I would feel like I died and went to heaven.
Hit the lottery.
Because I just left an outpost in Charlotte. I go to Los Angeles with Luka and LeBron, and I'm a Dookie, and I get coached by a Dookie. And let's go to the backstory here. They traded for Luka late Saturday night. By Monday, reportedly, Luka was in the offices talking to management about what he wanted, a certain type of center, a center like Mark Williams, and by Wednesday they had delivered. So if you have any doubt as to the direction of the Lakers, whether it's going to be towards Luka or towards LeBron, this should alleviate your doubt. It's Luka's team already, and he hasn't even played, and LeBron, for the first time in his career, is Robin and not Batman.
Yeah, I don't know. You can have two Batmans. I ain't putting LeBron. I'm not putting LeBron also starring. No, LeBron's been playing too well. He's been great. He's been too great this season for me to go there yet. But Tony, I agree with you. The addition, by the way, Rob Pelinka. Now you can say Luka fell into his lap, fine. But he had to go out and make these other deals, and giving up Connect could not have been easy. But Mark Williams is when Luka said what he wanted, he's talking about a guy like he used Gafford and Lively last year. Gafford had been on the Bulls and the Wizards and nobody even knew. And all of a sudden in May and even into June, he's throwing them down, like a young Dwight Howard, because that's what happened with Luka. Now Luka gets a guy who puts you in that mindset. Tony, he is not a defender. He's not Anthony Davis when it comes to rim protection. But okay, offensively, and those guys can do that. The lineup they have, which still includes Austin Reeves, still includes, who did I mention? Hachimura didn't get traded. Dorian Finney-Smith, one of Luka's boys from Dallas. They played together 3 years there. Yes, I believe in the Lakers now. I do, because I don't know that Houston or Memphis are ready to win in the playoffs yet. I think Oklahoma City is. But yes, the Lakers look like a top 4, if not better team to both of us, apparently.
On the eve of the Super Bowl, Lloyd Howell, the head of the NFLPA, announced, quote, "No one wants to play an 18th game. No one. 17 games for many of the guys is too long," unquote. Well, Lloyd Howell is your boy.
Yep.
Do you think the players will end up agreeing to an 18th game?
Yes. They're going to. They'll get lots of concessions. They'll look at the things that matter most to them, like health to the degree to which they can influence it. The only, league always says, our number one priority is health and safety. That's a lie. It isn't. The number one priority is cha-ching. And they are going to make more money off it. The league, they would like, the NFL owners, the league, they would like the season to go to Easter. They want to dominate your thoughts from Labor Day to Easter. They'll settle for President's Day. You and I don't acknowledge that. We actually remember. We don't remember. Abraham Lincoln, and George Washington. We know what a President's Day actually is, the holiday that is now trumped up for both their birthdays. The NFL will go that long with the Super Bowl. They'll go to mid-February. Yep. They'll play these games. They'll get an extra bye. They'll give the players some of what they want. It's going to happen. Yep. I love Lloyd Howell for saying we don't want to do this, but they're going to get caught up in a tidal wave.
Yes, I'll answer the question, do I believe that the players will go for an 18th game? I'll answer it by saying, is the sky blue and are there minerals in Greenland, our next state? Yes, 100% they're going to go for this because, as Lloyd Howell said, there's a wish list. And maybe the wish list is all grass fields if possible. Second bye, no exhibitions, larger rosters, and more money. And they're going to get that because the owners want an 18th game because it goes 12 to 14, 14 to 16, 16 to 18 because 17 is stupid. And you're right. It ends up on President's Day when Monday is a national holiday in America. So everybody watches the Super Bowl Sunday night. That, as I say, is how we make the peace. That's what's going to happen. And there's money involved. I mean, player safety is on the margins, like with kickoffs. It's a violent game.
Doubt.
You're going to play the game, get rewarded for playing the game. Let's take a break. Coming up, Andy Reid praised Alex.
Throughout this video, we've explored the impact of the Lakers' incredible moves during the NBA trade deadline with the arrival of Luka and Mark Williams, who have truly transformed the team in a significant way. It's interesting to see how Wilbon's analysis of these moves makes perfect sense, as he highlighted that the Lakers, with these additions, have become one of the most formidable teams in the league. By adding two players of such high talent, especially Luka, who brings elite offensive skill and can complement LeBron and Anthony Davis, the Lakers have undoubtedly entered a new phase as serious title contenders. Wilbon, with his insightful view of the NBA landscape, not only recognized the immediate value of these acquisitions, but also how they prepare the team for a long run during the playoffs. The arrival of Luka, with his ability to dominate the game, along with Mark Williams, who adds rim protection and rebounding, strengthens a crucial area of the team. Together, these moves put the Lakers at a higher level of competitiveness, especially when considering the current state of the league, where the gap between the top teams is narrowing. Luka's impact on the offensive dynamic goes beyond just his impressive numbers. He's a true playmaker who can create opportunities for his teammates in ways that few players can, taking the team to another level of efficiency. Furthermore, the addition of Mark Williams in the paint is crucial for balancing the roster. With him, the Lakers gain more consistency in defense and rim protection, something that was a concern before, with Anthony Davis having to carry that weight alone. Williams brings a physical presence that will alleviate some of that burden on Davis, allowing him to focus more on offense and dynamic play, knowing he can count on someone solid by his side. When we see the Lakers adding these valuable pieces, it's clear that the franchise isn't just thinking about an immediate title, but about creating a solid foundation for the future. They now possess a combination of young talent and experienced veterans who can make a long playoff run and still remain competitive for several seasons. This balance between young talent and experience on a team is a formula that many championship franchises over the years, like the Golden State Warriors and Miami Heat, have used to achieve success. Speaking now more generally about the impact of these trades on the team's immediate future, it's evident that the Lakers have positioned themselves intelligently by strengthening the areas that needed adjustments. This strategy, which appears to be a calculated move to not only win the title but to dominate the NBA landscape in the coming seasons, reflects a maturation of the franchise. What was once a team in rebuilding and seeking to adjust to the new era of the NBA is now a team that positions itself as a real threat with very big ambitions. It's interesting to note how the movement of players during the trade deadline directly affects the perception of what teams can achieve. In the case of the Lakers, unlike other teams that may have made more timid or less impactful trades, the moves for Luka and Mark Williams come with a clear message: we are here to win now. This makes other teams look at the Lakers with a new respect, knowing that this team has the potential to compete with anyone, regardless of the conference. Of course, adaptation and chemistry between the players will be important going forward, but with a roster with stars of the caliber of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and now Luka, alongside young talents like Mark Williams, the recipe for success seems well put together. Time will tell how the integration of the new players will work on the court, but with the Lakers' history of adaptability, it's hard not to imagine that they will quickly fit into the system. To summarize, Wilbon made a brilliant analysis in pointing out the Lakers as the biggest winners of this trade deadline. They not only improved their chances of winning the championship now, but also position themselves as a team that will be at the top for a long time. These additions put the Lakers back on the map of the NBA elite, and with a stronger team, they are definitely one of the teams to watch closely. With the impact of these trades, it's clear that the expectation is now much higher for the Lakers. The fans, the media, and even the opponents will look at this team with a different level of respect. And for the other teams in the NBA, the pressure is even greater now, knowing that the Lakers are much stronger than before. The quest for the title has become even more interesting, with the Lakers now being one of the teams to beat. So, what do you think of the Lakers' moves? Do you think the acquisitions of Luka and Mark Williams were what the franchise needed to take the next step? Comment below your opinion on these trades and how you think it will impact the team in the playoffs. Will the Lakers finally be able to win another title with LeBron and company? I really believe the answer lies in the chemistry between these players and how they will integrate on the court. Either way, the expectations for the Lakers have never been as high as they are now. If you enjoyed this video and want to follow more NBA analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content. Stay tuned because the NBA season is heating up and we're going to follow every moment closely. Until the next video.